welcome or welcome back to Practical Notions Tarot. My name is Jess, your most humble host, and I'm back. I'm back with another pick a card reading, #Tarot Monday. By the time you view this, you will experience your weekend, and I hope it was wonderful. I hope it was everything you wish for. All right. Thank you all for joining me again for another episode. All right. Okay, so what's today's topic? Oh, Spirit put on my heart to talk about the North Node of purpose. Although many of us may not know where we come from, yeah, that is true. You may not know the exact details according to your birth chart. And there's some that may have a difficult birth chart, but never fear. We're going to be talking about in a generalized aspect. Some people do know their Pacific North Node. Mine is Leo, if you were wondering. So yeah, it kind of lines up with what I'm doing here. To be out in front, to be center stage, to be that almost like a star, really. And movie stars, they're in front of the camera. They do work of this nature. So yeah, you may have a generalized feeling for what you were meant to do, but for those of whom do not know exactly your birth details, like the time. And actually, I don't even think you need to really know the time. You just need to know where you're from for your North Node. To know the exact house, you do need to know the time. But yeah, generalized sign. If you know where you were born, the state and the city, yes, country where you were born, then you will know the general sign of what your North Node, where it resides. Well, you know the sign. And once you know the time, you'll know the exact house of where all of this will play out. You know what I'm saying? So okay, so what we're talking today about, according to my spiritual counsel, they want to know, what is the most pressing thing you need to know about your direction here for your North Node? So it's all about North Node, whatever comes out here. I am giving specific instructions on how to conduct this reading, but yeah, just take it as it comes. Whatever resonates with you hold on to that. Whatever doesn't, let it go. So although you may not know a lot of the specifics about your North Node, it's okay. Just look at the pictures, how that vibrates with your soul, and you go from there. You could have just one pile that resonates. You could have all the piles, some elements of the piles that resonates. All right. So yeah, you choose. All right. And while you're doing that, I am going to ring the bell for my spirit guides, guardian angels, and ancestors. So if you are sensitive to loud noises, please cover your ears for your safety. Here we go. All right. And I'm going to clear the energy in the room so we can get a really good reading today. Yes, we are on this #Tarot Monday. All right, we're gonna call in the spirit guides, guardian angels, and ancestors of the highest light that wants to guide us on this journey of the North Node exploration here. All right, hopefully you were able to make your selection, and I will see you on the other side. Hey, Pile 1, welcome back. All right. Okay, so your North Node reading for today is, okay, what specifically that you need to know? What's really sitting out to me about your North Node here is that you have Satoshi Tajiri right here. And the thing about him is that he is actually autistic. Yeah. So for you, what he did was he was the founder of the Pokemon game. So I'm sensing here, you have a brain that works very differently from other people. And you shouldn't dim your light just because you may be a little different. This is the overarching message that I'm hearing from Spirit about your North Node. Yes, your direction of your North Node. you have been dealing with people that have a lot of strings attached to things. Like you've been dealing with one-sided relationships, conditional giving, subservient interactions with these people, unpaid debts, dependence, greed, being undervalued by a lot of folks towards moon energy here. They're not really seeing your qualities as it should be, as the way spirit laid it out. And they're seeing that you are a bit of a rebel. You're not conforming here. You're unconventional. You have unconventional life choices here that you're making. Your alternative lifestyle is kind of, they feel like it's dimming your light. I'm just saying what is being said about you, around you here. You love freedom over everything. Freedom over everything. You challenge the status quo, and you think for yourself. Yeah, and this is what Satari Tajiri, my apologies if I'm saying that wrong, really stood for. His brain operated differently, and there is nothing wrong with that. I work with autistic individuals for a lot of my career. I would say my mid-career here in healthcare, because I do talk about the pinnacle cycles and transitioning here. And so and maybe not specifically for this channel, but my new channel that I've been working on diligently, behind the scenes, I do talk about the pinnacle cycles and your point of contact for the next cycle of each cycle. And so yeah, you may want to check that out. It's I actually changed the name a little bit, and it is Universe U Headquarters here on YouTube, and it's still a work in progress. But yeah, we're going to get into the meat and potatoes of transitional work and how to align yourself with your highest potential on that channel. With him, he did that. He did just that. He did a lot of engineering type of work with his different type of stance on life, because he just didn't conform to anything, because obviously, when you have some type of a disability of sorts, and I don't consider being autistic a disability of sorts in the general sense, in the general sense. Some of us are just wired differently, and that's okay. But it says here, teacher, pet, project, new tricks, play the game like you invented it. If you've created a monster, license it. He chose to somehow, some way, he chose to actually develop a game that actually worked with people with autistic type of qualities that can help them succeed. They can teach them how to take just the mundane things, the practical things of life, and use it to his advantage, obviously, because he's made a lot of money out of the Pokemon game, and he's got a lot of children that were invested in this, and also adults too. They love the Pokemon game. Became a sensational game for all of us to play, not just for kids, and it's followed by the eight power here, your strength. Take what some people may think is not a good trait about you, like being autistic. I'm just gonna be frank here. Your name could be Frank. That some people may not find a desirable trait in a person. Take that as your superhuman strength, your superhuman power here, and you will go far, because you are meant to be that rescuer here of people who are different in some kind of way. Paya 1, it says here, you provide strength and support to others in crisis, and you act out of love with no expectation of reward. And really here, with the Pokemon game, you're creating characters here. This is what Satoshi did. You're creating characters out of what's around you, the practical things around you, nature. And specifically for him, nature was his inspiration. It said, I read a little bit about him because I wasn't familiar. It's like he loved to collect insects and bugs outside, and that actually became his inspiration for his characters in Pokemon. So you could be that person. You could take the mundane things of life and create real cash flow out of life, really, in a service to others, to help them understand, hey, you don't have to be broke out here. You don't have to be conforming to the norm just to fit in. You don't have to do all that. You can be authentic in who you are with your power card here. You can. Instead of you seeking approval in the traditional sense, because we got the Hierophant energy here, Taurus energy here, Taurus Jupiter. You can seek it in an authentic way, and he used his just nature. What gave him passion in life was just chasing bugs and just being outside playing as a kid. Really get as a kid and really seek that type of authenticity of getting out there. What did you want to be when you grew up? I know that's a silly question to some, but I do ask that from time to time with people I work with. Because I'm curious. What did you want to be when you grew up? What did you want to be? Even if you're older, what did you want to be when you grew up? What do you want to be? I even ask that now. What do you want to be when you grow up? Because we are always awakening. We are always going through a rebirth of some type. And this is why I'm saying here, the rescuer, you are taking your strengths here of being autistic of some type. And I'm not saying that you really are autistic. I'm just saying that you may have something that may look like something that the main society, the social construct is saying that it's a bad thing. It's not a normal thing, and you can use that as your strength to rescue yourself, not only yourself, but other people that may be going through the same thing here. Yeah, that is your courageous rebirth here. Taking something that wasn't like mainstream acceptable and turn it into something that is acceptable by so many who are experiencing the same ailment that you are experiencing. You get where I'm coming from? All right. Okay. And your soul is being guided to divine juggling here, mastering different aspects of yourself, both light and dark, progress, inner harmony here. You have to make peace with yourself here, Pile 1. You do. Your North Node message here is make peace with yourself, because you're in a progressive state here to where you're not always complete. You're always in flux here. You're constantly making things up as you go, and that's not a bad thing, but it's going to cause you to be harmonious. It's going to cause you peace, inner harmony here. This is what Spirit is saying, because you are going at your speed, not everybody else's. I really feel like in our society today, we're so in a hurry. It's a microwave society to actually accomplish things, to be a big shot, to be a flashy person, when really you don't have to be. You are co-creating with Spirit. You are with the universe, and you are always on time. You hear what I'm saying? I'm hearing Ashanti's song. I'm not always there when you. No, it's Ja Rule and Ashanti. I'm not always there when you call, but I'm always on time. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, you don't have to be on call for other people. You are always on time. So when you show up in your authentic self here, your authentic self of your whatever was causing you to be labeled as autistic or some of that nature. I'm not saying you are exactly. I'm just saying for this purpose of this reading that Satoshi Tajiri is autistic. He was classified as autistic, and he used that as a superpower to rescue not only himself but other people that are in his department of life, his era, his what do you want to call that, arena of life? Yeah. All right, I get you, Spirit. I get you. And you're juggling with the divine on what works, because your hand card HINT is the engineer, Mars here. Yeah, every problem has a solution. Curious, productive, technical, hardworking, focused, creative, competent, Practical, competitive, decisive, determined, analytical, adventurous, loyal, generous. Yeah, you're using all of your skill set that may be a little bit different from others. Like he chose to go out in the spirit. Really, nature is spirit. For real, everything's spirit, but the most authentic energy of spirit is nature. He chose insects as his characters in his game. Yeah, yeah. Character development. I really feel like that's what you're here for. Your brain works differently because it's meant to help others accept who they are. Yeah, this is your North Node. Yeah, your North Node reading. All right, let's get some more clarity on this. And that is your service through purpose. Yeah. Purpose-driven life. You are here to help people understand how they particularly tick, not about what is a social construct for what everybody should be doing. It's about them specifically. What kind of disability? I hate to say that because confirmation. I'm hitting on something here that what someone would consider a disability is really not a disability. It's actually your superpower here. And you're using that energy to help yourself as well as others accept who they truly are. Okay, and what else, Spirit? Pile 1's North Node reading. Okay, Pile 1's North Node reading. And I'm not talking to just a specific sign, you all. I'm just telling you how to get there if you don't know your sign, your North Node sign. But I'm telling you the general energy around whatever that sign is. Okay. Are we getting there? Okay. Ooh, Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, karma. This is your destiny here. Change cycles, fate, decisive moments, luck, fortune, unexpected events. You'll be put in alignment with folks that are going through the same things. If you notice, you seem to meet the same people as you, right? I'm wondering if you're meeting the same people as you. And you're like, dang, I'm going through the same issue. You're meant to bring out your specific qualities that make you unique. Yeah, the unicorn of your group. Yeah, of your arena, and make that your superpower to rescue not only yourself but to help others know that they're not alone. They're not alone in this. And sometimes I feel like Pisces get it the worst because they live in such an abstract world that they don't really understand themselves very well. They don't understand they don't think it's the glamorous type of North Node, Pisces, but it is, because you're the magician. You know that? You can take all that you can from the abstract world and ground it here. You can. But you got to use your superpower. And I'm not trying to call you autistic, Pile 1, if you are not. If you are, congratulations for understanding who you are and rolling with that. But yeah, you're using your gifts to collaborate with others. Yeah, 3 of Pentacles, teamwork, shared goals, collaboration, apprenticeship, effort, pulling energy. Yeah, you're coming across people who are similar to you, Pile 1. And you're coming up with ideas in that abstract world. Yeah, like to Satoshi Tajiri. My apologies if I'm saying that wrong. Yeah. Okay. It's like Spirit is putting you in alignment with a lot of folks that are highly similar to you. Look at this. The Sun. Happiness, success, optimism, vitality, joy, confidence, truth. And I'm telling you the truth here. This is truth all day long. That you have something that's going to actually help people. And yeah, you'll shake up their world when you speak about some certain things. This is the bottom of the deck. The Tower, disaster, destruction, upheaval, trauma, sudden change, chaos. But it's for a good reason. Aries, Scorpio here. Aries is that leader. Scorpio is the unconventional, the taboo of life, the taboo subjects of life. And when I even see this, when I'm feeling this, I feel Uranus. So it's okay to be different. It really is. You're here to shake things up, because ultimately it will cause everyone to be happy to live in their own truth here. All right, and let's get a final word here. Yeah, message in the bottle for your North Node. Message in the bottle for your North Node. And this is a general reading. I'm not talking specifics, you know, to a specific sign, but I'm just saying the generalization of that. And if you would like a reading, I do have a website, you all. I do. It's practicalnotionsmedia.com. practicalnotionsmedia.com. That is actually my business. Yeah. So you can head over there and you can pick a reading. Buy a reading there. Yeah. Buy a reading. Get on the calendar. Yeah. And we can go into specifics about your North Node if you would like. All right, message in the bottle. Message in a bottle. Your message in the bottle. Okay, I see that one. Okay, healing from trauma. Yeah, so whatever made you different, you're going to heal from that. Because you are going to be that rescuer for not only for yourself, but for many who are going through the same experience or similar experiences here, moving through and beyond trauma. Therapeutic practices create safe space. Let go of shame. Ooh, let go of shame. Mindfulness here. You got what you need, everything that you need, Pile 1, to overcome the obstacles that's standing in the way of your North Node, reaching your North Node, or just navigating through your North Node. I know a lot of us have hit another aspect of our North Node. Every time the nodes change, every time we go through eclipse season, let me say that. Every time we go through eclipse season, we're hitting another aspect of our North Node. So yeah, I know you've probably been faced with some specific questions about your North Node, and I'm here to answer them. All right. And if you need further information, practicalnotionsmedia.com. If this resonates with you, please like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, please do. Please do. And don't forget to continue to create or design a life that makes sense to you, because that's the only way you're going to be happy. And I see you got happiness as your portion here, Pile 1, with your North Node. So yeah, follow your bliss, and be original, be authentic in who you are here. That is your superpower. All right, then. You're welcome to follow me to Pile 2 and 3. If not, I'll see you in the next pick a card reading. You take care. Pile 2, how are you, lovelies? How are you? Okay, let me spray the rootaroo, clear the energy in the room. Your North Node reading, you know, no matter the sign, we're doing generalizations here, but you are welcome. And I even encourage, you already know, for you to get your natal chart. For real. There's free ones out here, astro.com. I really feel like it's the most accurate. Yeah, you can get out, go and get your natal chart, so you can, even if you don't know the birth time, you can get the North Node, the sign of your North Node, so you can kind of place this reading where it fits. And if you do have the time of your birth, you'll know how it's going to play out. The house is where it plays out. For instance, my North Node is Leo in the 4th house. Yeah. So if you know a little bit about that, then you know I'm right where I'm supposed to be. Let me just tell you. All right. So yeah, you already know Leo is that center stage, you know. So yeah. Okay, and so your North Node reading, generalizations, place the energy where it needs to be. Do not take things that just don't make sense to you. It's all right, and we'll be fine. Okay. So your North Node reading, Pile 2, Estee Lauder. She was the founder of Estee Lauder. Yeah. Youth will never get old. A free gift can buy anyone. Don't sell reinvention without modeling it yourself. She was an immigrant. Come from really humble beginnings. Yeah, so with you all, I really feel like you all came from really humble beginnings. You probably weren't born with a silver spoon. And even if you're not foreign from your own country, you probably have dealt with being a marginalized person under, class wise. You probably really were very, very impoverished here. So your North Node reading here is to be that natural leader, to get things going, to be an entrepreneur, because Estee Lauder was an entrepreneur. That was her spirit, and that's what she did. I don't think she, from what I studied of her, she never had a job. In school, she took her uncle's chemistry skill set. Well, I think she used his lab to create her own concoctions and to become this leader in makeup, the makeup world, beauty world. I'm gonna say beauty world. It's time for you to be charismatic, a free thinker, successful in what you do, your particular niche, passionate, a visionary, creative, and savvy about what you're accomplishing here. Big Aries energy here. Yeah, fire sign, but you're gonna get in that air. You're gonna get in your mind space here, because I do see air. Yeah, an air modality here. Yeah, air energy here. That is Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So you're becoming that person that's gonna be the leader in whatever you're about to be doing here, and it's gonna net you the coins here with the Queen of Coins. That is Taurus energy here. Oh, you're coming into some real big money here with impeccable taste here. Your business savvy is gonna net you so much money here with your North Node energy here. You're gonna become prosperous. You're getting yourself organized now, grounded, nurturing what you're doing here, nurturing what specific thing that you're bringing out to the public. It's gonna be detailed. You're caring about the person themselves. It's not only about you getting what you want. It's about you actually caring for the person that you're serving here. You're being a realist, and you're classy about it. People notice your class, most certainly, what you're doing here. Oh, and yeah, you're dealing with your shadow work here. This is the moon. So what you 18, then that is a 9. So it's about not leaving your past. It really is not. You're doing yourself a disservice. This is what Spirit is saying. You are doing yourself a disservice when you don't when you just don't accept your past. And I know a lot of people are like, I don't like, because I've heard it all. I really heard it all. People don't like to study certain aspects of themselves because they don't like it. They think it's not a good thing. Like I was saying in Pile 1, some people just don't like their North Node. They think it's boring. It's not as spicy and exciting as other North Nodes. But you can't discredit that, because it hasn't. Something about you is needed. Even though you may think it's boring, it's not boring to a lot of other folks. This is what I'm saying. And what you need to do is really take accountability of your shadow, of your past, of what you've been through, even of things that just are boring to you, that you don't think is great. Like, even sometimes I really feel like when I was growing up, the name I carried, people made fun of it because it was boring, and it's okay. That's still a part of me. but also the life that I've actually built up to this point is a part of me as well. So some of the things that I've done in my professional name is a part of me. So I keep it all. I do. And it's not to discredit my early beginnings. It's the fact that I've actually built a life upon that life too. I'm in my mid stages of career. I mentioned that in Pio 1, that I'm transitioning into something else. And this is what I do talk about on my other channel. And yeah, it's still a work in progress, but I'm working hard behind the scenes, y'all. Y'all don't know. Okay, you just gonna pop out with stuff just overnight. Like Rome, it took time to build. Okay, Universe U headquarters over on YouTube, over here on YouTube. And yeah, I'm building something that's gonna stand the test of time, and I really feel like for you all, you are doing that, and in a specific way, because Estee Lauder, she had a way of doing things. I know I read on her that she dropped a bottle of her what she cooked up in the chemist lab of her uncle's lab, and it garnered attention because it smelled so good. It really smelled so good. And that's what made her mark. Something that kind of looked like a mistake, but really, honey, what kind of mistakes do we really have in the universe? You know, synchronicity is never a mistake. I'm just saying. But yeah, you gotta meld, blend all of you. Don't just like work with only pieces of you. Blend them all together, because everything about you will help you in your North Node journey here, because you are meant to become this healer here. Your authenticity is dealing with every parts of you, from birth all the way up till now, you know what I'm saying, and beyond. But I'm telling you, we're here in this here and now, this reality right now. What have you been leaving out of yourself, of your life, because you feel like it's boring and it's not worth even pursuing or even talking about? Yeah, that's what's going to help you. That's going to be your superpower here. That's going to be your authenticity, that you've had to overcome a lot of boring things about you to become this person that you are, this spectacular stunner. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to become this healer. Your courageous rebirth here is to become the healer here. And Estee Lauder did it through beauty. You know what I'm saying? She knew that just in the mundane things of life, that everything is beautiful. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you hear what I'm saying? Everything is beautiful if you have the eye for it, if you know what to look for. Yeah, you are becoming this person, this passionate about serving others by repairing the mind, body, and spirit, ability to help transform pain into healing. So what was not good about you? And it's almost making me feel like Pio 1, with a certain type of a disability, what the main society, main community would say is a disability. It really is their superpower. For you, blending all of you, what boring parts of you that you feel like should be left out, it's not worth talking about, that actually is your superpower, because you're transforming that pain of that boringness of you, what people didn't think was spectacular about you, and you're making that your superpower. You're healing from that. You're going to become the ultimate healer. Estee Lauder was impoverished. People didn't see anything spectacular about her because of her class status. But you know what? She was an alchemist. Do you hear me? She was an alchemist. So she used that ability to alchemize what she had around her, what she had in her hand, to become the superpower that she is today. Well, she passed in 2004. But she did leave a huge legacy, and I really feel like for you all, that's what you're going towards here with your North Node energy here. Okay, and because you're embracing the unknown. What was boring about you that you're transforming, you're embracing the unknown. Uncertainty is the only certainty there is. Surrender, curiosity, faith. You're having faith in your particular goals, what you're going after with your Leo. I'm saying my Leo North Node. Yeah, but with your North Node. Because at first I was like, I'm not going to be a celebrity. But Spirit is saying, open your mind. Look, repairing the mind, body, and spirit. Open your mind. Not everything is about the big screen. You know what I'm saying? There's so many ways to be out in front, to be that King of Wands energy, that natural born leader, to get your coins here. Queen of Coins, the consummate hostess. Yeah. You're going to bring something to the forefront, Pile 2, with your North Node that's going to leave a huge legacy. Something you may not think this worthy of anything. But your hint card, HINT, the connector Venus here, we are all one. You're bringing people together. You are. With something that's so mundane, boring. Something you wouldn't even think that, whatever. Some people that overlook it because it's so boring and practical. You're bringing people together with whatever this is. And it says heart-centered, intimate, creative, communicative, diplomatic, devoted, harmonious, inspiring, accommodating, receptive, compassionate, empathetic. This is where your money lies here. Where your true value lies. The Queen of Coins here. Yeah. You're going to become a huge business conglomerate here, whatever you're doing. Something mundane and practical. Yeah, it's gonna leave you a really nice legacy. Ooh, and you're studying something here. Page of Pentacles. Ambitious. Ooh, I see that in Pile 2 always. Diligent, goal-oriented, planner, consistent, star student. Oh, that word, star. Studious, grounded, loyal, faithful. Again, faithful. Where did I see that? Surrender, curiosity, faith. Right here, the unknown. You're surrendering to the unknown because you're going to become something really huge. Yeah, even if you don't know who you are right now, even if something as simple as your North Node seems boring, it's going to become unboring. I'm telling you, because you never know where Spirit is taking you. Just have faith. Walk by faith, not by sight. All right? And take accountability. Yeah, put that work in. King of Wands is about putting in that work. Be that natural born leader. Because look, Estee Lauder, she didn't just wait for things to happen. She was a marketing genius. Look at this. A free gift can buy anyone. She was a marketing genius. Look her up. And you're dependable. The moon energy is asking you to really collect all of yourselves, because that is your superpower. That's going to get you through this transformation. Ooh, okay. Look at that. Tower moment here. Aries Scorpio energy here. And that's exactly what you have here. Disaster, destruction, upheaval, trauma, sudden change, chaos. This is what's going to catapult you to the next, I would say checkpoint. Catapult you to the next checkpoint here. Yeah, the Tower. That is a major arcana. So some things will fall apart for you to become the superpower that you're about to become. This giant, to leave this huge legacy. And what else, Spirit? Ooh, that flew out. Okay, judgment. Look at this. Look at here. Judgment. Self-evaluation, awakening, renewal, purpose, reflection, reckoning. You were actually in deep reflection here, Pile 2. What's next? Spirit is saying, go with the flow, please. Scorpio energy. I'm sensing Scorpio, Cancer, and confirmation. Pisces energy. So you could be a huge somewhere in your chart. Pisces is really lit up somewhere in your chart. And I'm even saying progressed. In my progressed midheaven chart, yeah. I'm a Pisces there. Yeah, I've graduated to Pisces. So yeah, I'm using the abstract role in my public persona. Yeah. To actually bring something to the forefront for you all, for all of us. You know, the connector here with Venus, for all of us. You and all of y'all. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. Oh, look at this. 10 of Cups here. What is that song? For all of y'all. Ooh, I can't stand I love the game's music, but some things I'm like, what the heck? This is what I'm saying. But he has great qualities. He does have great qualities, and he brings a message, even though sometimes I'll be like, what the heck? Are you a chauvinist or something? I don't know. So some people may look at you like that, like for instance, I'm a Leo North Node. Some people may think I have a big ego, like Beyonce. Like Beyonce and Kanye, with that song, big, what is it? I walk like this because I can back it up. What is it? I got a big ego. I think that's what the song, I got a big ego. But Kanye was on there. And people be talking, talking crazy about him because he comes from whatever he imagined. I'm hearing, this other song, you can be whatever you imaginated. What is that song? I have to look it up. I have to post it for Pile 2. But he made a song about that. You can be whatever you imaginate. Yeah. Yeah. He had a dream that he went to heaven and he spent it on a necklace. I don't know. He's a great rapper. If you really look at it, you really listen and look through the lyrics that he's saying, he's a great rapper. He comes from the abstract world and he brings it down here. You know what I'm saying? But you are meant to have your 10 of Cups here. Happiness, Homecoming for film. Oh, I think that was off his Homecoming. Was it the Homecoming? I have to look it up, that album. So something about Kanye West here. And Beyonce and the game. So, and even when I'm speaking of my Leo North Node, it is about children and games and all that stuff. The luck. Look at this, the spades. This is like card games here. So I'm telling you, follow your bliss. Even if you don't really know exactly what that is. And Scorpio is so mystique. You don't really know exactly. It's like the energy of the occult. So yeah, you could be somewhat of my nature, a reader or a mystic of some type, high priestess energy here. Fulfillment, emotional stability, security, domestic harmony. You're going to be in peace with whatever you choose to do here, but your North Node is calling you. Please pick up the phone. Please pick up the phone. But keep going, even if it's unknown. And that's the specific question, what Spirit is telling me. What I'm picking up from Spirit is that go with the unknown. It's not going to be always clear to you because this is moon energy here. But keep moving forward. You're not doing anything wrong. Just keep going with the unknown. Use your intuition. This is what Spirit is saying. And do not be deceived. Use discernment as well. But she created in the void. This is what I'm hearing from Spirit. So even though there's nothing exactly like what you're doing here, what you're bringing to the forefront, you don't really see other people with this. It's for a good reason because you are meant to be the pioneer of whatever this is. Self-love here, 7. You could be a life path 7. Embrace your true worth. Yeah, the connector here. Self-compassion, healthy boundaries. Have healthy boundaries. OMG, have healthy boundaries. Authenticity. Look at your shadow energy here, the moon. What you don't specifically show others. Embrace it. Embrace it, all of you. Celebrate your uniqueness. This is what Spirit is saying about your North Node energy here. And yeah, I'm not talking to a specific sign here. Again, I'm talking to the energy of your sign. The energy, and that's whatever sign. This is a generalized reading. If you would like a specific reading on your North Node, you want me to read for your specific North Node, look me up, practicalnotionsmedia.com. practicalnotionsmedia.com. Yeah, that's where you find me, and you can get a reading, a personal reading, specific for your North Node or whatever question you have. All right, if this resonates with you, Pile 2, yeah, Pile 2. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to continue to create or design a life that makes sense to you, because that's the only way you're going to be happy. And I see that you have the Ten of Cups here. You're on your way. But just because you don't see whatever it is that you're creating here with your North Node energy out in the world already does not mean that it's not meant to be here, because you're supposed to follow the unknown here. Surrender, curiosity, faith. Walk by faith, not by sight. But please take action with the King of Wands energy here. You are a natural born leader, Pile 2. All right. Again, you're welcome to check out Pile 1 or move with me to Pile 3. But if not, this is where we part. I will see you in the next Pick a Card reading. You have a great week and you take care. Pile 3, welcome back, y'all. Hey, let me clear the room. This is a pretty interesting reading. You know, some people I really feel like this is what's been put on my heart to say. Some people, when you're doing readings, all they want to hear about is love. And I'm telling you, there's so much more to love than just another body beside you. What is it that you love about yourself? I'm feeling like this pile, you are called to self-love. You are called to love yourself more than anything else, more than the person next to you. I'm telling you, because when you start to do that, this is your North Node calling, you will actually be of better use in your North Node energy here. You will become that muse. That is your hint card, Hint. You will become the muse to the people around you. When you start loving yourself more than anything else and anybody else, that's when your life will transform. This is the biggest, the most juiciest message I've heard from Spirit out of all three cards. Out of all three pick a card piles. Yeah, Deepak Chopra. This is the energy of your North Node here. And it says, find the connection between mind, body, and wallet. Balance in all things, including the bank account. Learn the many meanings of intrinsic value. You are the intrinsic value here. This is what Spirit is saying. You have that Page of Coins energy. You're laying the foundation. You're setting your goals. You're grounded. You got great prospects ahead. You study magic. I've always said this from day one. This is my mystic pile. This is my readers, my tarot readers, my psychics, my mediums here. You have good news on the way. You work hard. You work very, very hard for what you have. You're ambitious and you're faithful to what you know, to what you're doing here. You're grounded. You got that Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy here. You're grounded. You're willing to roll up your sleeves and learn something about your craft here. You're just not going off hearsay. You're going off not only your intuition or hearsay, you're actually putting foundational principles together. You know, you open up that book and you're learning some skill sets here. You're taking classes where you're weak at. You know what I'm saying? So you can be more proficient in what you're doing. This is your North Node reading here. Okay, and you're needing to step it up a little bit. This is what Spirit is saying. Libra energy, Libra Pluto energy here, because you have been a little bit indecisive, self-doubting yourself, a little bit unwilling to learn the karmic lessons that have been brought before you here with the negative self-talk here. And the only reason why I'm saying this is because you do have the patience and planning in reverse here, 7. And it's like you're afraid of what's to come. Like if you step into another if you step into another level of awakening here, you're scared of what skill sets, what gifts you may have here. Because I know for myself, I've kind of always known I was a little bit different from other people. I've always known that, and I never really fit in, but I just didn't really know why. But as I grew up and now I'm in my 40s, I know that, you know, that was not just, it wasn't to punish me of any type. That's what I'm saying. You're unwilling to learn the karmic lessons here. And I hate to be that like, ugh, that feels kind of negative in a certain kind of way, but really it's not. If you give yourself time, this is why you have to love yourself more than anything and anyone else. If you give yourself time to unfold here, you will be a better judge of your character here. Your authenticity over approval is just unfolding. This is your North Node message. You have to accept all of you. You have to. And it brings me back to Pio too, if you want to go back and review that. You're unfolding. Every day you're unfolding. So it's time to put away the negative self-talk, because right now you are unfolding, and it's not going to be pretty. It's not going to always be pretty. And here it says you're balancing justice and compassion, managing the fair distribution of power here. You probably could have in the past been a little bit manipulative in what your goals are. You're being kind of ruthless, and I'm not saying that being ruthless is a huge negative thing. You got to take control of your life, or somebody else gonna be taking control of it. So yeah, but I'm sensing here that you have been very controlling all throughout this becoming who you are. The ego has been driving you all kinds of places. And Deepak Chopra, just getting that signifier here for you, is telling you to let go. It's time for you to find that self-love within, so you can be amused to everybody around you. You're coming through another spiritual awakening here with your North Node energy. You could be hitting another transformational, transitional point in your life. You could be graduating from one Pentacle cycle to the next. And I do talk about that on Universe U Headquarters, my other channel. It's a work in progress. It's unfolding. So yeah, it may be a little slow to unfold, but baby, ooh, when it unfolds, you'll get the meat and potatoes of the next steps here of what's to come. You know, what can you expect in a generalized way, you know? And if you need a clearer reading, a more direct reading, a more personal reading, hit me up, practicalnotionsmedia.com. I do a personal reading. I do. And yeah, get on the calendar. You know, it's a 48 to 72 turnaround. But yeah, get on the calendar, and we can discuss this. We can about your North Node Pacifics. But yeah, for you all, you're hitting another spiritual awakening. You are. And for you to even be in this pile, you are somewhat of a mystic, or you're enlightened by the esoteric energy here, the scorpionic mystic energy here. So maybe you aren't clearly taking on that role of a mystic, but you're interested in these type of topics, because Deepak Chopra, he's a medical doctor by trade. He's a medical doctor, but he was so enlightened about the universe and what it has to hold. Why are we here? He's always questioning, why are we here? You may be of that nature. You may be a questioner of a lot of things, because I see 7, but it's in reverse. You're holding on to more of the more, what do you call that, materialistic type of world here. But Spirit is saying you should be looking into the abstract world too. It's not only about what you see with your naked eye. It's about the subconscious dealings too. In that 12th house energy, Pisces energy. Yeah. It says, sit with your shadows. It's the way to enlightenment, intuition, spirituality. Deepak Chopra became a medical doctor by trade, but he actually explored the world around him through his subconscious mind state and became so much more. And it actually made him so much more money in the process of him just exploring life, being curious, really, just being curious, and not placing so much negative self-talk on himself, the judgment. And you have that in reverse. You need to step up and really love yourself more than anything else, because your world will open better for you when you do so. In your hint card, HINT, the Muse Venus. I inspire and I'm inspired. Intuitive, again. Inspired, idealistic, creative, divinely connected, passionate, emotionally sensitive. You are my readers here. You do something of the mystic nature here. You do. And this is your service through purpose is to be an inspiration to others. But how can you do that if you don't love yourself enough? I'm sensing a lot of Virgo energy here that has a lot of self-talk about themselves, negative self-talk. Like, am I good enough? Am I doing it the way it should be done? Pile 2 may be your pile for real. The unknown about your North Node purpose. Yeah. You are here to inspire others, but the only way you can do that, pile 3, with your North Node is to love yourself. You have to really love yourself more than anything and anyone else in order for you to be that inspiration, because that's when people want to be like you. If you do that, look at this. 2 of Cups, unity, partnership, attraction, connection, close bonds, joining forces, mutual respect. You'll get that mutual respect when you love yourself, when you respect yourself. This is what Spirit is saying about your North Node. You're walking away from things that truly do not describe who you are, that don't. And I really feel like for this pile, there's people that put a lot of labels on you or try to control you in some kind of way. And when you see that kind of control, it's because you've been trying to control your destiny. And really, you have to surrender to the divine. You have to, in order for you to actually prosper in this life. Abandonment, walking away, letting go, searching for truth, leaving something behind. And I was hearing in pile 2, ego with Beyonce and Kanye West. And I really sense that for Deepak Chopra, that he had to battle with being this voice of authority, because what's the highest you could be really is a lawyer, what we call an attorney, a lawyer, a medical doctor, because of course our bodies always need maintenance of some sort. That's why I keep feeling the Virgo energy here. That is your health, that's your everyday life, that is your coworkers, that's your pets here. You know what I'm saying? And you see an elephant here. The elephant in the room is that you have what it takes. But you have to love yourself more than anything else, and give yourself positive self-talk, in order to accomplish what you need to accomplish. Because I'm sensing people here that you actually have been connected to negative kind of people, people who judge you harshly over things, you know what I'm saying, and try to manipulate you in some kind of way to be what they want you to be. But really, that's a shadow attribute here. When you're seeing these type of things, it's something in you that you have to reconcile with. You have to take accountability with. How have you been controlling yourself? How have you been too controlling of yourself to let yourself explore life here? You can't really plan. What is it? This is in reverse. Patience and planning. You can't really plan if you're too controlling over what you're planning here, your destiny. You gotta let things unfold the way it should. I'm telling you, unfolding. Pile 2 is an additional message for you. Pile 3, look at this. 3 of Swords, heartbreak, separation, sadness, grief, sorrow, upset, loss, trauma, fears. Your superpower is to get out of your head so much with this planning and patience and planning here. 7, get out of your head so much. I know you're smart, pile 3. You're very smart, but it's time to incorporate that intuition and look at your subconscious. Explore it. Because looky here. This is in pile 2 again. This is in pile 2. Happiness, homecomings, fulfillment, emotional stability, security, domestic harmony. I'm telling you, this is meant for pile 2 is meant for you too. That's an additional message to this message, that let life unfold for you, because you really need to let life unfold for you so you can come into right relationships, right connections here. Because when you love yourself more than anything else, you inspire others here. We are all one. We are. But you got to let go of that control here. It's like you're kind of trying to control your because I was speaking of the midheaven. I'm a Capricorn midheaven natally, but progressively, I'm a Pisces midheaven now. So yeah, your natal chart is constantly growing too. So if you didn't know that, you have an evolutionary chart, progressive chart, to where you're learning the lessons. This is what I'm saying. You have to throw away this willingness to learn the karmic lessons here and embrace everything that you had to go through here. You have to embrace this. Be authentic in this right here. Sometimes you're not gonna always find it, because I know I feel like I'm trying to get across to someone who's so intellectual here. I remember back in college, freshman year, I was asking my professor, you know, I want to be like a Dr. Phil. I want to have authority. How do I get authority? Because I know that's where my career, that's where my career will take me. You know, a Capricorn midheaven would ask some stuff like, I'm just saying. A Capricorn midheaven would ask some stuff like that because they trying to build stuff so they can have a nice life. You know what I'm saying? A nice, comfortable life. Nowhere in the hood, somewhere where they don't want to be. You know what I'm saying? They want a very comfortable 10 of cups type of life. But I was asking that, and he was just looking at me funny, like, what are you talking about? You know, it's all about unfolding. Dr. Phil didn't just become Dr. Phil overnight. Confirmation. Dr. Phil did not become Dr. Phil overnight. He had to go through a lot of steps over here in the Three of Swords. He had to separate. He had to go through a lot of traumatic experience to give that worldwide wisdom to others. You know what I'm saying? That's how he was able to become the star therapist of sorts. And I think Dr. Phil was a therapist. I think he was a psychologist therapist of some of that nature, but he actually, like Deepak Chopra was a medical doctor. They became more spiritual, and they took on the experiences of their life experiences, all the trauma, all the unknowing, all the questions they had about spirituality, and made themselves superstars in a way. It unfolded for them. Do you get where I'm coming from? Pile two, that is an additional message to this message. It unfolded for them. Dr. Phil didn't become Dr. Phil overnight. Deepak Chopra didn't become Deepak Chopra overnight. It was an unfolding here. Okay, message in the bottom. Okay, for pile 3. I'm loving this energy. I'm loving the whole reading, actually. All pickup piles. This is very interesting. Ooh, your stability. How are you going to become stable in this energy? Because you know the 12th house type of energy, spirituality, it can be unhinged a little bit if you don't, because, and I'm saying this with love. You know, this last little thing that came up with the rapture. I'm just gonna leave it at that. The rapture. It has, some people really believe the things of their faith, and I'm gonna leave it there. I'm just gonna leave it there. But we have to anchor it. We have to take accountability. And what Spirit has been whispering to my heart over and over again for the past few weeks now is faith without works is dead. Yeah. So you have to anchor it with works. Whatever you believe in, you have to anchor it with works here. And you have stability here, 24/6. Your community. Stability is strengthening. Create balance. Reflect on past successes. Set achievable goals. Be adaptable. Be adaptable. Your life is unfolding. Again, like I'm telling you about Dr. Phil, when I went to my college counselors and I was like, I want to be a Dr. Phil, you know, they were looking, he just looked at me like, what are you talking about? Yeah, you could become one thing, like I'm saying, Dr. Phil, I think he was a psychologist, therapist of some sort, and then Deepak Chopra, he was a medical doctor. But it gave them the initial foundation. They laid the ground foundation here to become who they are today. And it made them so much money just being an authentic self and just asking questions and putting their experiences out there to where they could have their 10 of cups. You know what I'm saying? And they became the muse to so many people. They healed so many people in their wake. Do you get what I'm saying? This is your North Node reading, Pile 3. Please, 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 please. If you need more direction, if you need another perspective, or if you just want to put a plan in place, I'm telling you, faith without actions is dead. I'm telling you. You can look me up, practicalnotionsmedia.com. You can get a reading. Get on the calendar. It's a 48 to 72 hour turnaround. Yeah. Get on the calendar. But you have something good here you're working with, Pile 3. Now, Pile 2 is another message to this. If you came from Pile 2 to Pile 3, this is your message as well. Yeah, life is unfolding. I'm hearing Natasha Bedingfield. The rest is still unwritten. I think that's a song. The rest is still unwritten or unwritten. Yeah, Natasha Bedingfield. All right, so if this resonates with you, please like, comment, and subscribe. Definitely check out Pile 2 if you're on Pile 3. Pile 2, this is your reading as well. Pile 2 and 3. All right. Please continue to create and or design a life that makes sense to you, because that's the only way you're going to be happy. And the fact you have this in Pile 2, the bottom of the deck, and in Pile 3 tells me that you have something big that's going to unfold for you. You're going to become a legacy within a legacy within a legacy. You hear me, Pile 3? Don't give up. All right. And this concludes your hashtag Tarot Monday. I want to thank all the casual watchers, my day ones, you already know, and the newbies, the people who just come on browsing on through like, hey, this is nice. I like this door. I'm going to walk on in it. Have a seat. More to come. Yeah, and you can also check out my new channel. It's a work in progress. Like I'm saying, it's being unfolded. It's unfolding before your very eyes. It is. Universe U headquarters. Yeah, that is my domain, my area of expertise, the pinnacle cycles. Yeah, we're gonna unfold the meat and potatoes of your checkpoints here. University U. Yeah, but you can look me up on Universe U headquarters. All right. You know, I gotta throw in my promotionals. Yeah, okay. practicalnotionsmedia.com. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope this was helpful to you. All right, take care.